Hello, hello. What is going on, Music History 2? It's your boy Pat Bouch here, and I'm here to talk about something actually very dear to my heart, and I couldn't be happier with this being as an option to talk about. What I will be discussing today is the album by Green Day in 1994, released February 1st, Dookie. Now, this album has sold 6 million records and is the second most influential album of the 90s, so they say, right behind Nevermind by Nirvana. Back in about 1986, guitarist Billie Joe Armstrong and bassist Mike Dirnt started something in the time period while they were listening to, what you would assume as their influences to be Dead Kennedys, Sex Pistols, Ramones, who all kind of have a very humorless, straightforward, very kind of grungy guitar work kind of feel, straightforward power chords. And with Dookie, they wanted to do something a little bit different. Now, they liked these guys, and that's what they were going for, they're a punk band. But they wanted to go for a much more melodic kind of feel, and that really changed the way everybody started playing punk music and how anybody started playing music in the 90s. After that, they had bands like Blink-182, who honestly released also one of my favorite albums of all time, Dude Ranch. And the same year, or I think it was the year after, 95 maybe. I don't know, both before I was born. But Blink-182, New Found Glory, Sum 41, Fall Out Boy, and that completely started a new wave of pop punk, what it is called nowadays. But all these bands they were steering away from the underground punk kind of feel, and they wanted to get more melodic, and it was all, the lyrics sometimes were a little comical. And some of the best songs off that record were When I Come Around, She, which was a huge radio hit. I still hear that song on the radio all the time. As well as all these I'm naming right now. Longview. It's got a killer bass line in it. One of the best I've ever heard in my life. Basket Case. This is one of the first songs I've learned on guitar. And, they killed it whenever they came out. They debuted at Lollapalooza in Woodstock. And if you see videos of those shows, it's ridiculous. Everyone's just having a good time. Billie Joe's running around stage. Everyone's throwing mud at each other. I would look it up on YouTube and check it out. They won 1995 Grammy for Best Alternative Album, which I couldn't agree more with. If I was giving the awards out, I would have done that too. But to talk about their influence on me, it really goes back to when I started playing music. They were the first band that I chose to like because I could really feel that music. I started playing guitar at a young age and was just learning bands like Guns N' Roses and, the stuff that was big, you would just hear everywhere. But when I started kind of getting to the roots of what I liked and could actually feel and have some emotion with, like I said, Basket Case was one of the first songs I learned on guitar and was able to sing it and really enjoy it. And I know I would not be here today if it wasn't for Dookie. And that's not an understatement, I mean that. And I could say a lot of bands out there nowadays have shaped their sound from these guys in this album. So thank you for listening, and have a good one.